only take 10 million. But for Indo, how much is that? 200 million, sorry. 70 million that you have to take, and it's not like the same amount of number.
That's true, that's
Right?
true.
That's like a boomerang, man.
Yeah,
It's a boomerang question right there.
Maths, especially percentages,
Yeah.
My tail's been itching
Is
for a real fight.
not fun to think about. Either way, CG is going to be first pick. They ban out the Boxia, they ban out the Hellcurt, and now YG ban out the Lance as well as the Kalia. By the way, this is Dangerous Grass, and Team Spirit has maintained a very fast game with Dangerous Grass, 14 minutes. Wonder how fast or slow this one is going to be.
Yeah, I think it's going to be quite fast because YG really love to go on Dangerous Grass. Even when they don't get the Hellcurt or the Boxia, they're pretty solid, yo, on DG.
What's your command?
Oh,
What's
banny ban.
oh, respect bans here all around, basically, towards those jungle picks for Han. I don't know if he'll actually bring out a Guinevere, for example, in this matchup. But on their last ban, what do we think of first pick for CG? Is Farsa, or are we just thinking Farsa Cho here?
I'm thinking Yuzong, even though...
Oh, Claude's still open too.
Claude.
Ooh,
I think you have to
CG.
ban this out. I think YG should ban out the Claude.
Or maybe Stitch is like, bro, I've learned the Freya. We know how to beat it now.
That could be true.
Yeah, he's like, it's Freya, not Frey, no.
Oh, there you
Freya.
go. Freno or Freya? Let's see CG. Claude or no?
I think CG takes
Claude
the
guys. Claude guys.
Claude, guys.
Claude guys.
Easy for Claude. Gaming.
Claude Gaming. Let's go.
Yep.
Let's go.
That's Claude Gaming.
Claude
So,
Gary.
Claude.
Okay, maybe.
No, probably not, man. I really hope not, LaFell.
He's the
That-
other G in the team.
Yeah. That's not the curve we're looking for. here
Okay,
in the
Claude
draft.
Gwyn. Okay, maybe not.
No.
I don't want to see a Claude Gwyn.
I don't want to see a Gwyn.
Claude Gatot.
That would make sense.
Either way, right now, Knockout Legacy since M1,
Wow.
Myanmar teams have never missed the M Series knockout stage except for M3 when the region did not participate. So the only time they were not there is when they didn't compete.
So if
Yep.
we're talking about simple math here, Malaysia's already got a team. YG should just go to the knockout stage.
There you go.
Hey, Freya.
Oh, there's the Freya.
That's the Freya called out. Stitch taking a page out of Alter Ego's book right after getting beat by the Freya. They're like, yo, Freya's pretty good. And the Cho. I like it.
By the way, if we're talking about numbers as well,
Yeah,
Myanmar has a very good win rate against Malaysia.
they did.
Yeah.
Very good.
Is it 100? Is it 100%?
No, not 100 because SRG has twisted that numbers a bit, but
Right.
it's like around 70 something.
Wow.
So we've only won 2 or 3 times against Myanmar.
I think if you take out SRG from everything,
Then basically,
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
almost, yeah.
SRG's just on a, I mean, I think most people know SRG's been on a different level for a while.
They're only kind of strong.
No, they're pretty strong.
They're like above average, you know?
They're
I would say they're pretty strong.
4,000 to 1,400. But again,
White House Hilda.
There you go. At least Valence gets on the Hilda here, so whoa, maybe YG take it away.
yeah, see, it's either Cho or Hilda. But hey, if it's open, then take it.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it,
You
man.
know what they say? If you see a donut, eat it.
Not if it's on the floor.
Hey, 5-second rule.
5-second rule.
5-second rule, right?
Okay, not if it's on the floor for longer than 5 seconds.
Look at the
Not gonna
votes
lie,
now.
I probably would still eat it.
Whoa,
These are
the Burmese.
55 million, okay?
50.
55 million.
They got a lot of numbers on you, man.
Yeah. They beat us by
quite a few million.
12 juta.
You have 34, right? So I think
Yeah,
it's 21. But
Here's a Jushin pick, by the way.
So does this mean that YG will just ban out Eve Farsa? Or just
Yeah.
Eve and just let Farsa go?
I think they want to go against the Farsa here, knowing how much dive that they have already with the Cho, Jusin, and the Freya. Maybe the Eve they ban out just so that they can get the Jusin a little bit more room to play with. But the Farsa, I think they're okay with that because, again, when Alter Ego played this kind of composition, they just went full in, full crazy dive. So YG, I think they're going to try to replicate it.
Yeah, and with Yu Zhang being open, I think they we'll probably see it banned out from CG as we wait to get to the second phase of bans here. But YG, they still have a lot left. They do go for the Eve ban. Maybe they want to go ahead and play against the Farsa like you guys mentioned, but also for them, they still need that XP lane option. So I kind of just expect the XP bans to go out here by CG. And then on the other side, they still need their jungler. And that's one thing about Han. Because his jungle picks have been narrowed down, I'm wondering if he'll actually, there's a Yuzhong. I wonder if he'll still go utility or something different in the jungle that we might see Han. I don't know if he wants to actually play something unique.
I feel like he needs damage because they do have a Jushin here. Freya can do quite a lot of damage,
Yeah.
but I feel like Freya needs a friend.
In
That's
terms of
just
damage.
that's just my opinion. She looks like, you know, a very strong, independent woman that can lead an army of, let's
Valkyries?
say, more than 5,000 Valkyries.
Yeah.
Out of
Sounds about right.
5,000, at least one can be her friend.
Yeah. The thing is, right now for CG, though, they can actually still go for the Uranus or the Esmeralda, right? They have a Hilda, and there's no Shred coming in from YG. So the fact that YG banned out Yves and have left both of those open, ooh, this is a very dangerous game they're playing. They want to pick up Uranus or Esme first, but again, CG can just pick up the other.
Yeah, no, I was thinking that they were probably going to ban out Lunong's, more so that it's just a Chiku comfort, I guess.
Special.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the Guinevere. So they're still going for Han here.
Good.
I'm really interested to see what Han's going to play in the jungle. I don't know if he's going to play like a Leo Mort or something.
What do you think is the safest?
Yeah, I think they need a damage dealer, by the way.
Yeah,
I don't really
because
think they're looking
that's
for
his
utility.
friend.
Joy is still there. Haya, Joy, Haya,
Even, yeah. Joy or Haya both up for grabs here. I think they need to pick up the Uranus or Esme first, though.
Yeah, we just haven't seen much Haya like lately.
I would sail across
Oh,
the
we go Nolan.
to the
That's
end of
quite-
time.
But
odd.
is that like hiding this Freya? We haven't seen Freya EXP, right? It's just jungle and gold.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna see it in XP. It's not really the pick that you want, like in XP. Doesn't have a lot of CC, can't really follow through
So
the
why
Eastern
did
shit.
they hide it? Okay, they might just want to win the matchup in EXP.
Yeah, but even then, it's gonna be really, really tough, right? Because CG, I think they go Uranus or Esme, and it's already a win either way. YG can then like answer with an Arlet, I guess. They do have a lot of CC, a lot of resets with Vengeance.
Yeah. It's tough for CG too, just because of they still need that XP. Oh, yeah. Oh, they go Phoveus. They go Phoveus and Farsa. We expected the Farsa, Phoveus, not so much. But again, with the Nolan coming up, I think that was sort of the decision. Like, especially when they saw the Nolan locked in the jungle. So they've already got a great front line, man, with Phoveus and the Hilda alone, plus Dangerous Grass.
And again, not a lot of shred.
Yeah, not a lot of shred. Burst damage is great. They can let the Claude scale up really well. It's just not too often now that you do see the YSS with, like, you know, sometimes you're still seeing the fighter golds picked up with a YSS there, but because Claude was open, that seems to be the hot pick, yeah.
This should just be Lapu, right?
I feel like they're okay with this just because they have the Farsa. I kind of feel like if YG banned out the Farsa, CG would have such a difficult draft. Oh, they do pick up the Uranus. Again, just have a lot of front line here. Again, it's just not enough shred for the Phoveus. So I feel like as long as Ye3 plays his lane and plays the team fight correctly, it should be difficult for YG to actually stay in the fights.
Yeah, I think, I don't know, looking at both lineups, I think they're both good, like, at certain portions of the game, but main thing is you have so much utility options. YG can utilize here, especially with the Jushin pick. We look at the lineup ratings. It's going to favor CG, but again, it kind of depends how they control that early game. And Hilda's great. Again, Dangerous Grass, very solid choice to have here.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are jumping into the game. CG going up against yangongalacticos here. This is the match for Tournament Life to the knockout stage. Losing this means going home. Welcome to game number 1 of this best of 3 series.
A best of 3. We're starting off on this game 1 here with 2 solid drafts. We'll take a look at how this early rotation goes. Once again, Stitch rolling with this gold lane Freya against the Claude. This might be the answer for it, as we get a good look here too. Running the Quantum Charge, if I remember right, seeing that. So some work here that Amzic's going to have, and that's why he's got the Purify too. There's a lot of setup potential, lockdown potential with Blink on the Cho. Yeah. Cho's got to be the most, is he the most picked roam right now currently in M7? I feel like he's definitely up there, either, for sure top 3.
Yeah.
I think Hilda's up there too, by the way, right? Like these two.
Cho is top 5 in general.
Top 5 in general.
In general. So yeah, probably the most picked roamer here. Looking at the emblems, everything is good so far. Valence might get pulled back by Lina here.
Yeah, will be. Might have to go for the flicker now. Valence still saving it, gets away just in time. Pops in regen as well.
Yeah, I feel like Valence is just doing his job, which is basically to kind of like mirror Blink, understanding like his movements around the map. So it does look like for CG, they kind of want to make sure that the game is honest. Make sure there's no rotations coming in from yangongalacticos.
Yeah, they want to, both these teams, if they get an early advantage leading into that first hurdle or they wait for it, they both have really good options once they hit that level 4. See Gary here getting in some position, but Han will continue to farm up. Valen's giving that information over. Good little poke there, but ultimately, I think you just expect this to lead into that first objective, that turtle. It's going to be a little bit difficult for teams to get kills. Oh,
yeah, Han got caught there by the Dark Wave. A bit too aggressive on the skill 2 and gets punished for it. Now CG have prio for turtle 1.
Did he forget about the Dark Wave?
I think he did.
Or he just didn't expect for it to come out during the crab pick.
Wait, Jikudo coming in. Oh, Ying with the steal on Uranus. Double pick up with the Lancer Flare. Now Ye3 going to be caught by the Crimson Beacon. Lina right there. Dark Wave landing. Ye3 trying to go in for more dashes, but will ultimately fall to Han.
That was clutch from Ying. I mean, to turn a bad situation into a much better one. Not only that, but they got a kill on the board too.
Yeah, that's definitely not what CG Esports really want, but I hope that doesn't affect them too much. Ye3 already resigned to his death there, which honestly I think it's actually good because he doesn't want to get a 3-kill lead, which eventually will become a shutdown. So I feel like it's still okay. He's not punished that much in terms of gold lead. It's only about 600.
Oh, Valkyrie form here.
Yeah. By the way, another very fun combo that we were talking about before coming onto stage. Hopefully, you know, scriptwriters are listening to this. Cho and Nolan. Fracture coming out with a combo. Valence taken very low. But just pick off Euros with Nolan. Kalea Nolan, now Cho Nolan.
Oh, that's the combo, Cho and Nolan. Yeah. And then there was then the other one we usually see is Cho and Guinevere, right? But yeah, the Guinevere just hasn't won too much. A couple wins here, looking at
Only
the items
win
too.
once.
Yeah, one win. What is it? Only one win?
Only one.
So far.
Dang, so she's like 1-7.
Yeah.
Not really a good stat, but either ways right now, yangongalacticos, they've been winning the trades. Damage not enough to deal with Valence just yet, and I'm also curious to see how Valence is going to play, because seeing as how Yums played it, sure in the early game he becomes annoying, but when it comes to the mid as well as late game, he's kind of an assassin going for the back line. So
yeah,
not really a lot of people for him to assassinate, maybe only Han and Lina, but I feel like both are very difficult targets for Hilda.
Yeah, you see that too, that Blade of Pepsi is now picked up here for Han. So if they can get that combo off with a blink.
Oh, what? Perfect combo on the Nolan. Fracture skill 2 to the basic attack and skill 1, man. I love that. CG though, over on Turtle 1, it'll be a trade orange buff for the Turtle.
Okay, they're gonna trade. That's what I was talking about with the burst damage now that he's got the blade, but he's also gonna take orange, it looks like. So Han will trade that objective though, so takes the orange buff, will rotate to his purple. Now, that's going to be a little kind of caution check, I'd say, for Emzik here, because he didn't even really get a chance. Oh.
Blink's going to be caught by their airstrike with the help of Gary. Picks him up. Actually, a good Lantern Flare. Bring Gary back. He's going to be taken very, very low. Lina. I thought he was going to Crimson Beacon a bit. Yeah, Ying, though. Flickers it forward. Goes on Gary. Gets the kill.
Maybe that's why he didn't. He got the call. Ying's like, I got it.
Honestly, right now, yangongalacticos, they're playing so well towards their own win condition as well as CG's win condition, because their win condition is to get Han ahead, and for CG, they kind of want to get Gary ahead. And yangongalacticos, they're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Han is taking all the farm away from CG.
Taking it away now. Dark Wave from Ye3, but he gets coppered away. The Dragon now, the airstrike coming down, and Ye3 is able to jump all around, but Han deals too much damage with the help of Ying. That's the peel coming in from the Chusin, and Ying gets a double stage Valkyrie. The set flickers in on Chico, and now it's Gary caught all alone against 2 of the frontliners, just clipping him down. A triple for Ying.
This has to be one of the better games we've seen of Uranus. I know it's not too entertaining or exciting to maybe play that hero, but man, Ying is making it look exciting. 4-0-2 now. Yeah,
the thing is, CG Esports, they're taking very bad trades when it comes to the fights, because that fight did seem a bit forced, but the positioning was really not there. Chico positioned himself basically in between yangongalacticos, and then he just got squished in, unable to really run away, had to expend the flicker, still not getting a kill, still dying. And then Gary was in a position where he feels like he needed to engage. So this is the difficulty about an EXP laner as well as a roamer. If you call for a fight when it's really not a good time to fight, you're really gonna put your team that far behind. And that's why people say the roam position is a difficult position to play. Not because of your mechanics, but your calls can really basically just screw your team over, you know?
Yeah, I mean, look at all of this that's just happened in the past couple minutes, man. 6,000 gold lead now for yangongalacticos. You know, a turtle secured once again, last one of this game before that Lord comes up in about 1:45. So, you know, you put yourselves in this position now with this kind of lineup in the burst damage alone that Han can provide and now he's got a Malefic Roar too. So that's pretty scary to deal with when Han can just kind of weave in and out of these fights alongside Lina kind of protecting him on this Jushin or just starting fights with Blink. You know, Blink, we've seen that now, and that's why he's pretty much doing this all in the face of CG eSports.
He's blinking all over the place.
Han has 2 items. Gary barely has 1. He has 1. He has, you know...
1.5.
Not even half, right? It's not even transitioning into the component. So that's how far behind Gary is. And it would be better if Amzik was using a fighter.
Yeah.
Because at least all the farm just goes on to one person. But now you got to share.
That's what I was saying in the draft. Like this is, I mean, this usually is what you see when a YSS is locked in, right? Is if a team decides to pick up YSS, then usually they will opt for a fighter in the gold lane, but it doesn't happen here, so you kind of need more time to build up. And you can see this. yangongalacticos is actually just going to put pressure here while Han goes and swings up top. He continues to pretty much hyper farm. Speaking of, you know, he's 13. He's level 13 to Gary's 10.
3 levels ahead, man.
Well, if anything, as long as CG does not make a mistake, they can actually prolong the game, considering that they actually have pretty good wave clear with the Claude, with the Farsa, and to a certain extent, the Yushin as well. As long as they don't take unnecessary risk, they might be able to hold it out.
But, LaFell, you know what they say about Uranus's that snowball?
What do they say?
What do they say?
All right. He's learned from you, man.
See, that's what they say, nothing. Because you can't do anything. Uranus just walks up and you're like, okay, I guess we just take it?
I guess we just deal with this.
I mean, if Team Liquid could do it, maybe CG can too.
CG just needs time, man.
That's
like,
okay, sure.
Right?
Sure. You know, hey you gotta be optimistic.
Yeah, keep a positive mindset.
Oh, Blink.
Because if you don't, why are you here?
That's true.
All right, he blinks on out. He's basically fine. But he doesn't have it for this base push-in with the Lord now. I mean, I don't know if they actually want to force themselves into the base just yet. We've seen teams kind of do this now, where even with the massive lead, they'll at least just go for the shields. I'm not sure. Wow.
You know what they say. I'm telling you, look what they say. They just run. They can't say anything against the Uranus, man.
See, how do you not enjoy this Uranus gameplay?
How do you enjoy this Uranus gameplay?
How do you enjoy it? I think it's pretty cool. It's like
it's disgusting is what it is.
It's like a toxic relationship.
Look, what do you say against a snowballing Uranus? You don't. He just does that, and then you're like, you're a good boy basically when you're up against a Uranus snowballing.
You just take it.
Just take it.
Lord's making his way up top. They're pushing the waves every single lane. Shields go down at bottom and top next. yangongalacticos, clean game so far. Under the 10-minute mark, almost 10,000 gold ahead.
Blink.
Oh man, this Blink, again, because he doesn't have a flicker, I don't think you force a fight. They're just probably getting all the shields, unless they try to make a play here too.
Can Ying run laps on the base?
He might be able to, man.
It's all about the confidence. If you think you can, then you can.
Do it, Ying. Let's see.
I'm sure he's thinking about it, but yeah. Imagine all of this just by Ying taking that turtle.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
It started there.
How did that happen and then transpired to CG just like losing everything?
No, seriously, how did it happen? How did Gary miss a retry against no one?
And he did use it, so he used it way too early.
Yep. Or way too late.
Oh man.
And again, good boy.
Oracle and the chastised pauldrons. It's pretty much.
And then 2 components. 3 with the leather jerkin.
I mean, it's so fitting to Uranus himself. Like,
what a disgusting build.
Yeah, like plates and everything else, man. And there's nothing you can really do for it. So really, when you're
you
looking
get
at this,
penetration, which feels like so far away.
Oh,
They
Blink
go
though.
on Blink, but he has a Chun-Fu out there with the Dragon as well. Yen 3 able to find him, but Balance gets taken out by Lina, who has a Sky Piercer. Now Yen 3 is all alone. You got Blink, but was it worth it? Lina gets a double on Sky Piercer. That's 20 stacks on the board for yangongalacticos.
Okay. They tried to make a play on Blink. They did get him out, but you know, unfortunately, it's just yangongalacticos having that numbers advantage now with Ying still up in the front. Chiku should be able to help defend this. Wow.
He gets clipped by the fracture for the airstrike coming down now. Gary shows the Mountain Shocker. Blazing Duet. Ying is enjoying it.
Yeah. You can just take it, just eating the shots, basically.
I think we're seeing quite big leads.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We see 12,000, 11,000, now close to 11,000. It looks like they really want to go to the knockout stage, huh?
It's almost like it helps them to get to the knockout stage.
The leads help them.
The benefits.
The benefits of being this far ahead.
Shout outs to Visa.
V. V for value. Ying is getting all of that right now.
He's got all the value, man. Stitch even picking him a Malefic gun. I don't,
Blink,
I don't
blink,
know.
blink.
Oh, blink.
Jiku, no way. The dragon fights Chiku. Oh,
That's VG.
That's a
yeah.
massive pickup. There
No,
goes
that's CG.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Hey,
Looked at the wrong script.
Stitch. I mean, the fact that he picked up a Malefic gun on this Freya, too, look at this. They're just going to go ahead and force it in.
Well, right now, yangongalacticos with 12,000 gold lead. There's really nothing that CG can
Oh.
do. Chiku is 10 seconds away.
Yeah.
I don't know if they can defend this.
Ying pops the consecration, gets caught in the dark wave. Now Year 3 jumps in with the oh no, he gets picked up, thrown back, has to flicker out. A base turret will fall, and all this without the Lord. Now the Lord comes up top, and they're gonna wait for it for 3 waves to crash in onto CG's base.
All right, Chiku's alive now. They could potentially still stay in this game if they just clear this Lord out. Last base turret goes down. yangongalacticos almost 14K ahead. The Lord will make its way. Are they going to go in?
That's a passive proc coming down. Blink able to find the way to drag out Chiku again, but there's no one to follow it up. It's Yet 3. Gets caught in the Sky Piercer of Lina, and that's going to be another as Amzi gets away with the BMI. But then the Valkyrie's descent brings Stitch over! And he gets a triple! Leaving a Maniac on balance, but the turret takes him down. yangongalacticos, 13 minutes, and that's match point.
Dominant win there for yangongalacticos. A quick game at that. And man, what a performance from Ying and even Stitch's Freya.
Whether they like it or not, CG has to figure out how to reset from that one, because it's very clear that they played using their emotions, right? After the Uranus got the turtle, they felt desperate. They felt like they got to make a play, and then when both Valence as well as J3 go for that play, they were surrounded by yangongalacticos. Gary got taken down, Chiku got taken down. I feel like at that point, the game was so difficult. And the thing is, it was difficult because they made it difficult for themselves.
Yeah. Yeah, it was tough, man. Off that play, it's just, again, it was YG that went up, kind of miscalculated with that Phobius across from them.
Yeah.
They lose their jungler, and then Ying makes a crazy play to secure the turtle, and then it just started from there, you know? And it was nothing really fancy that they did here. Again, I don't even know how Ying was managed to get all the kills that he did. He was just unkillable at one point, cleaning things up, and then this is where Stitch goes in, gets all that he wants to, basically, on this Freya. And, you know, it's just, when you look at this kind of team composition that they brought to game 1, and they made it work the way they did, it all started off by punishing the mistakes of CG from the early game all the way out throughout the end.
Yeah, I kind of feel like every game that has over 10,000 gold lead, it really does come down to losing individual lanes. The mid loss, EXP loss, the gold lead loss, even the jungle, right? Han keeps on taking the farm away from Gary. So I don't know if it's just individual, if it's like heroes that they're not super comfortable with or anything, but yeah, CG's got to do something against that, because if you keep on losing the lane, unless it's Clouds, I don't think there's anything you can do.
Like, where
Even
do you
if
starts? Where do you start, though? If you're CG, man, like, I mean, if there's...
Okay, the Phobius into the Jushin was already pretty difficult. Quite difficult. The only way that you could do it is if you basically just win your lane hard. But you know that you're going to face up against either an Esme or a Uranus, which is, you don't win, you just don't lose. Right?
I thought with that draft, they would go for the Esme themselves.
Yeah,
I think they
Esme
were
or Uranus,
overthinking
whatever.
the Arlet for sure. The Phobius is good, kind of, because of the Nolan. They were saying, oh, Nolan Cho, we get some stacks here. But yes, it's difficult to go up against a Jusin, and we saw it in Turtle 1, as early as Turtle 1, how difficult it was for the Phobius. So I really think Esme would have been a better choice, or even Uranus takeaway.
Yeah, either or would be better. They really got to start making it so that they win the lanes. And now we're looking at the MVP brought to us by Realme, and it's going to be Ying 4-0-10 Almost 140,000 damage taken. Even without the retribution, he got the turtle, and after that, he basically got his team on his back.
Yeah, at that point, he is retribution. He is everything.
Yeah, he's consecration, man.
He is consecration, man. I mean, bro, you know what they say?
What do they say? They don't say anything.
Exactly.
Right? That's what they say, man. And
But Uranus does talk.
he does. He actually has a voice.
Yep.
He's like a Pokemon, dude. He just says it. Uranus, you know, when
Is
he
that what
gets
he
picked.
says?
Yeah, when he gets picked, he's like, Uranus.
No, he talks about Rafaela a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
Why Rafaela?
Why?
Is there lore there?
Yeah, there is lore. Basically, they're all a part of like the same gang, but Uranus is like the commander.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Uranus is kind of like a commander. But either ways, look at the plays coming in from CG. You can definitely see that they think that they are on a timer. They're on a clock. And again, this is why we see Zushin getting banned quite a lot, because even though you don't lift people up that much, you don't have to, because instead of lifting people up, she brings you down.
I gotta say, you know, lifting them up, the team was lifted up because they rotated as a team so many times. I mean, even in this fight, when Stitch made his way all the way from down there, all the way to this fight, that happened so many times too. When we look at these highlights, it's like, you're able to go ahead and see just how responsive and good at rotating YG is through this. And at this point, you know, they've already got pretty much a massive lead, almost 10,000 gold at this point. Yes, they might lose Blink once in a while here and there, but they always get something out of it. I mean, even this, at the end of this fight, Blink gets a nice kick on the exact target that he needed to. Yeah,
you got him again. Look at Blink.
Yeah, gets him again. And so, I mean, this is one of the reasons why the Cho is picked so much. You know, but you always got to say there's always that risk with Cho players. Like either they're able to get those great kicks off, and sometimes
you just CG it.
Either you get a good kick or you're cooked.
Yeah,
it's really either or. And for CG, their front lines really have to step up, both Yetri as well as Valens. Valens already had a lot of question marks, but now it's going to be on Yetri as well. Because if your front line is not doing well, what can Chiku really do? What can Gary really do? What can, at this point, what if they're just like, okay, you know what? Gary, play a tank. Because at this point, 2 is not enough. We need 3 at this point.
like utility.
This game, though, I really don't think it's like Yetri having to step up, but the Giraffes having to step up. Because again, like the Phobias, what are you supposed to do, right? You try to go for some kills, you try to peel, but it just doesn't work because you peel for one guy and then 3 other guys dive on Chiku.
Yeah, actually.
But I agree on the Valens point. I think Valens, he needs to play something else.
Because I feel like Yetri, because remember we had this conversation when he played the lap when we're like, yes, this kind of hero.
Yeah.
Right? Kind of like a Bomba situation.
Bomba,
He's not really a tank. He's a fighter, right?
Yeah.
Phobias, I would say, is kind of a bit of both, but it's kind of like he has to step up, but at the same time, I don't know who's making the call for this one.
Yeah.
Is it Chiku? Is it the coach? Is it Yetri himself? But he needs to be a playmaker. He needs to be a damage dealer.
This is the thing, though. Valens, I think on the Hilda, this is the most passive Hilda I've seen in M7.
So far. Yeah, he was pretty. And part of that, again, you're on a map that Hilda usually shines on, you know, and
that Jushin stops him.
Yeah, Jushin stops him. That's why it was a great quality pickup. But then also you gotta. That's why I was commending like the way that Blink played this early game advantage that Cho usually has. But then once he was able to go ahead and get that level 4 available, he was a threat enough that I just feel like Valens couldn't do what usually Hilda's want to do. Not to mention as well with the Nolan pick, Han being able to just kind of counter jungle, do his own thing, and be threat enough. I mean, I think that's what we're seeing with the Nolans. When Nolan gets popped up now, teams almost kind of hesitate the way that they're moving around the map because in an instant, you can just be kind of bursted down, you know, and